With the world connected by high speed internet, our lives and tasks are becoming more and more complex. In terms of customer experience, we are at the cross section of systems and individual, at the intersection of business and society. Logic and emotion, human needs and economic demand has become two sides of the coin. The need to identify the best possible solution hence has become the top priority of businesses around the world. Problems has become more complex and that has led to various frameworks of problem solving like design thinking, job to be done theory, user journey mapping and so on. In this video, we'll look into design thinking. So what is design thinking? It's a systematic and non-linear human-centered approach. The 5 steps of design thinking. Empathize, define, ideate, prototype, and test. Empathize. The purpose of step 1 is to conduct interviews, real interviews with real people that gives you ideas about what people really care about. We need to empathize with them, with their situation, to understand the nooks and the criterias of the problem so as to be able to identify the solutions. Next is define. Defining the problem. Upon interviewing various people, going through various different problems throughout their day and throughout their journey, you identify the actual problems they are really facing. You can understand the need that they are trying to fulfill with certain activities. Now that you have identified the problem, it's time to ideate. Focus only on the problem statements and come up with ideas that solves that problem. The idea here is to challenge assumptions and create actionable ideas. Next step is prototyping. Once you have defined the problem and listed down your ideas, it is time to make it take a shape into a prototype. Take a moment to reflect on what you have learned from your conversation on different ideas. How does your idea fits on various aspects of people's life? Now that you have created a working prototype that shows the solution and is ready and you are ready to experiment, let's move into testing. Test your prototype with real users. Don't defend your ideas, rather concentrate on the feedback. The point here is to learn what works and what does not. Any feedback is great. List down all your feedbacks and then go back to your ideation or prototyping phase and apply your learning. Repeat the process until you have a prototype that actually works and is able to address the problem in seamless manner. Let's have a holistic look to these processes. The right questions that you need to ask. At the stage of empathizing or understanding, the question is that have you talked to the people with the problem? Rather, have you talked to enough people with the problem? Now, when you have already talked to these people, you understand and empathize with them, you can define with clear and conscious way the actual problem they're facing. Once the problems are identified, the next stage is to ideate. How many wild ideas can you create to solve this problem? This is where you list down all your ideas. Next is prototyping. Question is, can you build something quick to test a solution? Next is, can you test with the person who has the problem? Going back to the same people whom you have empathized with or whom you have actually interviewed would be the right group of people on whom you test your prototype. Get garner all the feedback. Once you have all the feedback, you understand where things needs to be iterated or things needs to be changed or improved. The question here is, how can you improve the design based on these feedback? So this is a complete cycle which leads to a solution or a product that actually is able to give the best customer experience at the same time provide the solution that they need. This is design thinking. Let's look at an example. Looking at this Google trend curve for Apple, Microsoft, and HP, you see at the beginning of 2004, Microsoft and HP were ahead of Apple to a significant margin. But by 2010, it has crossed Microsoft and HP, and in today's date, Microsoft and HP is the search terms frequency is not even half of what Apple's popularity is. How did this happen? Apple perfected the art of design thinking. In 2012, Apple became the most valued public traded company in history. Its share price was $600, its market cap was 620 billion, and it was garnering an annual sales of 100 billion. This company has become the glorious example of design thinking across business practices and the best use cases taught all over the globe. Let's dig a bit deeper. If we look at the product launches of Apple in between 2004 and 2007, Apple came out with various sort of product and had variations of those product in itself. Let's pick up one of them. iPod. Let's take iPod. We all remember using iPod, either an iPod mini or a classic or a nano. Apple has been masterful in understanding what clicks with their users and what their user actually demands. They kept on improving those iPod to a certain extent where they realized that iPods would become obsolete in coming times. With the rise of internet, high-speed internet, people getting connected on real time, people don't need a device to store their music. They can simply store it on cloud or they can render it through their internet. So they again discontinued iPod. This is what design thinking helps you to do, to understand what people need at a certain time of a certain period of time, and also to forecast or foresee what is the life of that product and how to improve them. Understandably, one of the key success for Apple has been design thinking. Now let's hear it from you. How will you apply design thinking in your organization? Let us know in the comment section below.